Hi, my name is Mike Martinez and I'm president and owner of Newtex Landscape Incorporated. Our team has been serving the greater Las Vegas Valley for over 15 years, delivering great landscapes. We have a dedicated team who's very inspired and driven to create a great landscape for our customers. In today's segment, we're going to talk about the 6 steps that every homeowner should consider when thinking about doing a new landscape for their home. We'll start off with the first segment. The first step in the process is making the decision to landscape. By now, you and perhaps one of your family members have gotten together and decided that you're finally going to tackle that big landscape project at your home. Regardless of scope or size, Newtex Landscape has the experience and skill to make sure that that landscape comes out great for you. The decision to landscape is a real big one. There's a couple of factors that need to come out from that decision. The first one is a budget. So in your mind, you should have come to a decision as to what type of budget might be required or you may be able to afford to construct your landscape. The second step is having at least an initial vision of what you want. Now that initial vision may come from a magazine you've seen, it may come from seeing a neighbor's landscape, or it may be from some other ideas you have. But be sure to capture and write down what those ideas are so you can provide your landscaper with the direction that you'd initially like to have. Step 2 in the process is to define your vision. Now, defining your vision, again, I mentioned grabbing some magazine articles or understanding what type of landscape you may have seen that you would like to have. It also involves factors like who are your family members that might enjoy the landscape? How do you entertain at home? Do you have any hobbies like golf or putting? Or are you considering a future pool? These are all very important decisions that go into defining your vision. Once you define that vision and write down those are points that you need to share with your landscaper. Once they understand your vision, they can make sure that that vision is captured in the design. Step 3 in the process is called the meeting of the minds. With the meeting of the minds, we want to make sure that we clearly understand the type of landscape you're looking for. And then we combine that understanding with our experience and knowledge of designing and using the right plant material based on the theme that you like, the exposure of your yard, and based on what's going to add value to your home. We'll use our experience combining with the things that you'd like to see in your yard to create a meeting of the minds. This is an essential step in the process and must happen. Next step in the process is design and estimate. With the design and estimate, we create a design for our customers. In most cases, we provide an option 1 or an option 2 with different looks or different materials or different feels, different shapes that we may use in the landscape. While taking into consideration your needs and your budget, these options give you different choices in terms of how your landscape ultimately will look. During the design stage, we typically start with a 2-dimensional design. After that 2-dimensional design is complete, we would transition it to a 3-dimensional design. During the 3-dimensional design process, we can actually walk the customer through their new backyard. We show textures, features, locations of plant material, outdoor lighting, amenities such as fire pits, or whatever features or amenities the customers were looking for. You'll have a complete plant list as well as plant photos. Our estimates are all line itemed, detailing out plant costs, trees, any other miscellaneous work or demolition work we may need to do at a competitive price. Once we agree upon terms, you'll sign the contract. According to the State Contractors Board, you have 72 hours to cancel the contract after signing. We do require a deposit at the time, which is typically 10% of the job, which is 100% refundable within those first 72 hours. The next step is the installation phase. During the installation phase, our crews will show up at your home typically between 7 and 7:30 a.m., ready to start your work. The first phase would be any demo work that needs to be done. After that, the landscape supervisor will paint out, according to specifications and scale of his design, all the areas that require plant material, irrigation, and anything else. Our first steps on your yard, if you have hardscapes, are to install your hardscapes. After that, we install your irrigation, and then we install any necessary plant material according to your design and scale. The rock is the last to go in. Typically when we finish a job, we'll have a final walkthrough with the customer, make sure they approve everything that's there. We'll do a final inspection as well and make sure that the homeowner is happy with everything that's installed in their yard so they can enjoy it. The next step in the process and the final step is the warranty, which demonstrates where we as landscapers are able to bring additional value to you even after we've completed your job. The irrigation is warranted from 1 year from the date of install, and your landscape plants are warranted for a period of 90 days. We want to make sure that we provide the homeowner with the security that their landscape is an investment.
As far as enjoyment, we couldn't beat the price. It's worth every penny to look out and see this beautiful backyard.
So as you can see, we've really thought through the steps that are critical for your decision as a homeowner to make the investment in your landscaping. We really think that those steps are critical to your success. Be sure when you select a landscaper that they're licensed, bonded, and insured. Feel free to call the Contractors Board to check on any licensed contractor in the valley. But we prefer that you work with us. So you can give us a call at 795-0300, or you can go to our website, which is newtexlandscape.com. This is Mike Martinez, President and owner of Newtex Landscape, thanking you for your time. We'd love to do your landscape for you.